Welcome back, everybody. Episode 25 of Getting Out Podcast. Anthony here, and it's been a moment, but it's been a busy few weeks, I admit. And rather than go half-assed and do a half-assed show, I'd rather put my full energy into it. So forgive me for being away for a bit, but I'm back and just, Easter came past and it's gone. Anzac Day is past and gone. And as I said, the last month has been a bit crazy. And it's good to be able to invest some time back into the podcast again. Got some guests coming up as well, which I'm looking forward to. They'll be in the next few weeks and a few episodes coming up as well. So keep your ears on that. YouTube will come one day. I'll film it, but decent investment to do it properly. I don't want to half-ass it. No one wants to see crappy video, crappy background. So one day. And I had a great feedback about the children going to camps and how it slowed down, and had some teachers reach out, had some friends reach out. Actually going to speak to someone who is an outdoor ed teacher coming up to give me some insights of what they say as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to say and ask some questions. So yeah, we're going to go on that topic a little bit more, but yeah, I want to double down on that because I am very curious. I've got two kids, and you know, you want them to go camping and explore with and like have the memories that we had in the 90s going to school camps. I couldn't imagine them cancelling or doubling down on camp areas to go to because they're closing down because people aren't going, because other schools aren't going. It sucks. I don't want to hear that. And the other way of doing that is taking action. Like all the floods happening in the Hunter region at the moment. A few people that I follow, you know, bought a new house and it's flooded. People on YouTube who provide us hours of free entertainment and content, their houses are underwater and other people are struggling as well. So, you know, the likes of Tyler Thompson and a few others that are out there, just watch their content to support them because they're probably going to be up for a lot of costs to, you know, redo their house or whatnot. I know there's a lot of other people in different affected areas and whatnot, but, you know, in the short term, you know, you want to reach out and take care of your mates or take care of people, you know, do something good for you. So yeah, find people that, you know, in the region. There's the watch their content that do make content, or go out and lend a hand if you got in the area and you got some time. Like you hear a lot of people doing that, but you know, reaching out and helping where you can. You know, doing some voluntary work couldn't kill some people sometimes. I want to do more, but I wouldn't say but the time that I can do it, I would do it. So, you know, and that leads me to a few other things is what's happening in the world right now. Like, you know, Joel Selwood's twin brothers they're not here anymore. They've passed away. They've taken their own lives. They're twins. They're my age, 40. And in the matter of 3 months, like, what was going through their minds? What were their struggles? Like, you just don't know. Or some people do, but, you know, how much of what percentage of what they opened up was actually real? And I admit I've probably gone through a few things over the last few years. We all had lockdowns. We all had our personal issues. I'm not doubling into mine because it's private, but people who know me well, and they're the ones I speak to. But call your mates. If you got something wrong, just call a mate, or, you know, reach out on a group message. I've done that plenty of times. You know, organise a catch up with a mate to grab a pizza or something, or, you know, go for a walk or something. People are too proud sometimes just to reach out, or they'll wait for a phone call. I think the waiting for a phone call is something our parents did. Like, oh, don't worry, they'll call us. We'll catch up when they call us. But yeah, back then it was all landlines. And back then, you know, we didn't have the accessibility of we have now with phones, social media and whatnot. I think people just need to start reaching out a bit more. I've got mates that have been struggling, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me that 2 years ago, or a year ago, 6 months ago? It just took an event or an exercise to, you know, something to happen, or you saw something, or you haven't heard from someone for an ages. Actually, yeah, if you haven't heard from someone for a while, you normally hear from, give them a call, just ring him, message him, say, hey, what you doing? How you been? Don't have to even talk about anything. Even the conversation's enough. Just you have to reach out to people sometimes as much as people want to reach out to you. So it's probably this is mates of yours there and then waiting probably by a phone. Oh, no one interrupt them. Oh, they're busy. Oh, they got kids sport this weekend. I don't want to interrupt them. Just fucking interrupt them. They want to be interrupted if they're your friend. If they don't want to hear from you, then they're not your friend. Find someone else. But sometimes you just got to open that can of worms because everyone sort of is a bit of a hermit sometimes. Or the ones that reach out heaps say, yeah, I want to catch up, but don't make a time. The conversation of a catch up ends with, hey, let's catch up. Yeah, cool. When? It's like a marketplace. It's the same equivalent. Hey, is this item available? Yes. No fucking reply. Really? I know friends of mine that you've been in that position, and I don't blame them. They're not ashamed or worried. They just don't want to interrupt people because sometimes I don't like to be interrupted. I don't know, but there's things you can do as simple as getting a coffee with a friend, going for a walk with a dog with a friend, just picking up the phone. Camping. Yeah, we all love to go camping with mates, but not everyone wants to go camping. Find another activity. One I want to try and do with my friends is, meet up at a park and go for a run or go for a walk, do some exercises, bring some kettlebells down and do a bit of a circuit. There's been some successful groups of people doing that. And why not be different? I'm one for being different. And, I love to say, hey, boys, meet 6 o'clock, X place, set up a routine, do some warm-ups, put some music on, and just fucking thrash it out with some exercises. Because, my age, a lot of people don't exercise much, so wouldn't hurt for them to go and get a bit of exercise. And it does take that bit of a culture out of like catching up for a beer or drink, because some people don't like drinking. We're in a culture of people who say, no, I don't drink anymore, or I prefer not to drink, or, drinking can make him even worse. So do something like exercising, like get those endorphins going. I do boxing gym, and I've been in gym for donkey's years, doing squats, and and it just became a routine. But it was a shitty routine because you're waiting for other people to finish the exercise. You're sitting around, you're getting distracted. You sort of go in your own little world, but not in the world that you're supposed to be exercising, getting fitter. It's sort of, I don't know, other little demons come up. So I started gym down in Mordiella called Rare Breed, and it's 45 minutes intense exercise from doing body weights, and then half of it is boxing. And that is unreal, and that's me. I found that, and that's really made me work. It is a little expensive, but the outcome outweighs the price. I actually go, compared to just going to the gym and being there and doing that. But the boxing for me works. So yeah, why not catch up with the mates and do that? Even when you go camping, bring a bike, bring some hiking boots, go for a hike, do like a base camp hike. That's what I want to do next as well. Like, I want to go hiking and actually just go exploring that way, as well as four-wheel driving. Take my four-wheel drive to a place to go explore, go find some waterfalls, go climb a mountain. I don't know, but that's next summer is what we're organising. And bit of fitness, bit of camping, get the endorphins going, bit of a nice cook-off. I couldn't think of anything better. So, I was looking at my phone, and then my Facebook memory came up at 2011 when my mates took me full driving for the first time ever. And that was my eye-opener, I guess. And I couldn't believe it was been 14 years since I went. It took me a while to get a car, but I got a car to go. And from then to now, like looking at their cars and how they were built compared to today, like there was nothing on the market back then. Like you wanted a winch, you got a Warn winch, it was much different to what it was today. So yeah, I would definitely, reflect on those times when we used to just go out and drink and go partying, go camping, put doof music on and have, that was our way of camping then. To today where people just like to chill out and buy a fire and have a beer. But you can do everything. You can go for a hike during the day, go for a drive, go for a fish, come back to base, have, put a slow cooker on, and people can chill back and talk and do whatever you want. But it doesn't have to be that culture of, oh, let's get on the piss or whatever. If you want to get on the piss, good, get on the piss, do what you want. You're not affecting others, but if people that don't, do something else. Go away on a weekend, not come home feeling like a fat shit. Go home, feeling a bit vitalized. Oh yeah, we went for a massive walk. Look at the views we went. I can't wait to take you next time. Hey kids, look what we did last time. Mum and dad had a ball. Let's go. Let's do this next time. And get your kids active and involved in doing it. Don't have to sit around a campsite all day. You can take them on hikes. I'm taking my two on a hike, and watching them explore and have fun, run around in the trees is so cool. So I want to include that next time we go camping, rather than sit around a campsite all day. Have breakfast and go explore. Hey, let's go try out this hike. And even if it's 1, 2, 4, 6 kilometers, with a massive view at the end, I'd love it. So next on the plate. So I think I've covered a few topics. Went from, talking to your mates and then going exploring. But the picture is, some people don't want to go camping because they think that, they're going to sit around and drink. Well, it's not true. If you want, you can do other things. You got to communicate with your friends. You got to communicate with your family or anyone you want to do. But I think reaching out to people is very important these days, because the world's chaos. Like, we just went through it. We just went through an election with all those shitty ads on TV, and thank God that's over. Whoever gets elected, who cares? Because the government's not going to tell you how to live your life. You tell yourself how do you live your life. It's all up to you. They can have interest rate rises, more taxes and all that crap. But at the end of the day, if you want to do something, it's up to you. It's meant to be. It's up to me. So, you got to create your own journey, your own, path and whatnot. Me personally, what's worked for me in the short term has been, scheduling things in, like even scheduling, when you're going to take dog for a walk or when you're at work, schedule things for work, schedule things on your weekend, put a Google Calendar, what you're going to do, what your intentions are. At least you can tick that box off, because ticking off a box personally for me is one of those things I like to do. I like ticking off a box to say, I've achieved that goal. I've achieved that mission, including making this podcast. My intention this week was to make this podcast episode, so I've ticked it off. So, having a calendar to set set up yourself, even though you've never done it, you think you can do it, try it. Just give it a week. I guarantee your life will change. Even scheduling, playing with the kids. Put your phone in the car, leave it in there while you go play with the kids. Admittedly, I'm the same. I'll pick up my phone. I'm always on it. And I've tried to stop doing that, and I have stopped doing it. So, making reels and making content for my Instagram page for this is a pain in the ass sometimes. It's not natural to me. I just do it because I actually put stuff on there that I want to see. May not be much, may not have 6 million followers, but I don't care. Like, I'm put this out. People are listening. This is episode 25. I've been going for over a year now. So must be doing something right. And I appreciate all the support and replies I get back from people. But I love to get someone on who's like a bit of a psychologist or, in this realm, who can help me, give me some tips for me and my audience. I'd love to, see what other people get out of it. What do you want to hear? What would you like to hear, or who would you like to get advice from? I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know. I'd try my absolute best to ensure that I can get someone on the show that will be suitable for you guys to listen to. Or something you actually want to hear. Like, yeah, you're hearing me. I'm by myself 90% of the time. But it's scheduling in on a small podcast is a bit challenging at times, but not impossible. So, it's not a race. I'm not asking for a million listens or a million followers. So I can take my time. I do agree. I try and have patience, but I do appreciate you guys' patience with me and when I say I'm having a guest and I haven't been on for a while, some people go, oh, when you're having a guest, I'm like, I'll let you know when I know. So I'm getting there. So thanks for your patience there once again. So this is the show was to, discuss talking to your friends, reach out, do something that's you, if even schedule time to talk to your mates about going away. I'm happy to listen, You got my Instagram here. Reach out. Happy to listen. Happy to talk to anyone if anyone needs to have a chat, because, life's short. I don't want to, watching the news this whole week and, people talking to your mates and stuff. And yeah, I'm probably repeating what they're saying, but pretty much the preacher of all my friends in my network is talk to someone, reach out, just do it. I'd love to do more towards this, the best I can, raising money, whatever it takes. We need to make more awareness of it. Even the football, they do an Indigenous round. They got Spuds round. Spuds round is talking to your mates, but I don't think it's loud enough, especially in football, especially in our category of the four-wheel driving market. I just don't think there's enough talk about it. There's not enough people talking about it on their channels. I think we need to get more loud. I think we need to get louder. I don't think we need sponsorships from people that make tents or something. I think we need loudness. I think we need, more people talking about it and more professionals giving advice within these realms as well, because I wouldn't say I'm a psychologist, but I've been in dark zones before, and I know what it takes to get out of it. I know how to stay out of it, and I know what to do when I'm in the funks. So I love to share that information with you guys if you want. I'm happy to, if you guys reach out and ask me what you want to hear, what you want to see on this channel. All ears, because I want to get loud about it. I'm sick of watching young people, my age, any age, taking their own lives. Family's done it in my family. I'm not watching another one of that. I'm not going to another funeral. I don't want to go to another funeral. Watch too many of my mates in my high school be buried, and that's not happening. So reach out to your mates. Reach out to me. You got everything there. info@gettingouthere.net.au. This is my podcast. You've got Getting Out Pod on Instagram and Facebook. Get it done. Reach out. Talk to your mates. I want to hear people actually say, thanks, mate. I talked to my mate. Or I reached out to someone that was quiet. So do it. But in the meantime, have a great week. Have fun. I'll be speaking to you very shortly. And peace out. Cheers.